історії. Мої пращури – це мудрий та хоробрий народ, який залишив мені велику культуру та згартував мій характер. Я маю власну мову, власні традиції, власну кухню. В мені є моря та полонини, ріки та пустелі, поля та ліси. І, можливо, це трохи зухвало, але я дуже гарна дівчина. Мої діти – українці, сильні та сміливі, талановиті, розумні, дотепні, креативні, доброзичливі, щирі та вільні духом люди. Я пишаюся ними, як і кожна мати пишається своїми дітьми. Пишаюся їхніми винаходами, їх рекордами, їх творчістю, їх працелюбством. Так, їх понад 40 мільйонів, і звісно ж, як і в кожній великій родині, вони не завжди знаходили спільну мову. Втім, було так багато щасливих моментів. Усі ці роки я виховувала в них любов до свободи, жагу бути вільними. Наразі випала війна. Ті, хто звик жити в темряві, вирішили назавжди знищити мене та нашу свободу. На долю кожного мого покоління падали тяжкі випробування. І зараз для нас знову настали темні часи. Моїм дітям доводиться захищати мене. І вони це роблять вправно, адже вони мої. Хоробрі та сильні. Нам зараз дуже складно, але ми, як справжня родина, об'єдналися, аби бути разом, підтримувати одне одного. Сьогодні ми боремося, але не боїмося. Бо так ми виходимо, ми вистоїмо, я знаю це. Мої рани загояться, і діти мої заживуть. Мене звати Україна. Я справді відчуваю твою підтримку, світу, і дуже дякую тобі за це. Ми обов'язково переможемо, і я буду чекати на тебе в гості. До зустрічі.
My Rotary family, my unbreakable and irresistible friend. It is my great honor to join you today in this incredible 24-hour Rotary Marathon. Sun never sets in Rotary, dedicated to celebrating the anniversary of our beloved organization. It is with deep gratitude and profound respect that I address you today. In these challenging times, we have witnessed the true power of unity, compassion, and unwavering commitment to service. The strength of Rotary is not only in our projects, but in the people who make them possible, the dedicated volunteers, supporters, and partners from across the world. Rotary is more than an organization. It is a global family built on the values of friendship, mutual respect and tolerance. Together, we have proven that solidarity knows no borders, and our shared commitment to peace and service united us across nations, cultures and backgrounds. Our friendship strengthens us, our tolerance makes us wiser, and our joint projects bring us closer to the victory. Over the past years, your support has been invaluable. Thanks to your generosity, we have been able to provide humanitarian aid where it is needed most. You have supplied life-saving medical equipment, medicines, transport vehicles, generators, and essential supplies. Your kindness have reached those struggling to rebuild their lives, offering them hope and the reassurance that they are not alone. One of our greatest responsibilities has been supporting children affected by conflict and war. They are our future, and it is our duty to ensure they have access to education, safety, and the psychological support they need to heal. Through numerous Rotary projects, we have helped create spaces for learning, delivered essential aid, and provided opportunities for a brighter tomorrow. The magic of Rotary lies in its ability to transform compassion into action. It is the invisible force that turns small acts of kindness into powerful ways of change. It is in the hands that reach out to help, the minds that united to solve the problems, and the hearts that beat together in service. This magic connects us across borders, cultures, and backgrounds, proving that when we work together, there is no limit to what we can achieve. As we look ahead, we know that our mission is far from over. The future demands our dedication to rebuilding, restoring, and strengthening our community. The road to recovery is long, but together we will see it through. With our continued support, we will launch new projects, restore vital infrastructure, and provide sustainable solutions for those it needs. The resilience and strength of our people have been tested like never before. Yet, despite the hardships, we stand strong, unwavering in our determination to overcome challenge. Our spirit remains unbreakable, and our unity is our greatest force. To all who have contributed, Rotary clubs, districts, organizations, and individual donors from around the world, I extend my heartfelt thanks. Your solidarity has been a lifeline, proving that the world stands with us. Your generosity has not only saved lives, but also inspired hope and faith in a better future. Together, we are more than just an organization. We are family, a force for good, and beacon of hope. Let us continue working side by side, knowing that every act of kindness, every donation, and every project bring us one step closer to a world where peace, support, and dignity prevail. Strength and unity with the magic of Rotary. Thank you.
Dear friends, Rotary's birthday celebrates our spiritual unity and service to humanity. Today marks 120 years since Rotary was created. It has been exactly 3 years since the start of the full-scale war by the Russian Federation against peaceful and independent Ukraine. Our February 24, 2022, bombs and rockets filled the skies over Ukraine. This war is not just against our country. It is the beginning of war against the democracy, peace worldwide. Democratic governments around the globe have united in humanitarian aid to the destroyed cities and villages, providing water, generators, medical equipment, children's food, and mobile homes. Cities like Mariupol, Bucha, Moshin, everyone knows these names. Rotarians from around the world have welcomed our refugees, the disabled, women, children in their countries and homes. We are grateful to our partners' assistance and consolidation of efforts. Rotarians of Ukraine, we believe in positive peace, in the triumph of good over evil, light over darkness, and we are in service above self.
Dear Rotary Fellows, friends from all over the world, it is a great honor for me to participate in this online global marathon. Greetings to all of you on occasion of 120th anniversary of Rotary. Many thanks for your continuous help to Ukraine in these hard times of full-scale war, which lasts 3 full years already. Let me highlight just the most exciting projects in which I was participating personally. I'm a past district governor of the district 2232 and have been involved in different roles in the district and zones But first of all, I'm a member and charter president of my own Rotary Club of Kyiv City, which was established 15 years ago. We have 26 active club members and sponsor Rotaract Club. During 2024, my club was realizing 3 global grant projects. The first, supply of bronchoscope and insufflator to the Kyiv Municipal Emergency Hospital. Our international partner was Rotary Club Strongness, Sweden, total budget $37,000. More than 1,000 patients have got treatment with the help of this equipment during this year. Many thanks to Matt Barklin and all donors. Second global grant, to provide 7 mannequin kits for first aid training team in Ukraine. We initiated it together with Rotary Club Bolton, Canada. Budget above $64,000. Mannequin kits were purchased, delivered to Ukraine and passed to the team. Many thanks to donors. Third global grant, 16 pieces of medical equipment for medical center in Moshun village. Together with partners, we have provided a temporary medical facility for this heroic village, and now within this project, we will supply the equipment required for diagnostics and rehabilitation of patients. This project we initiated together with Rotary Club Springfield, USA. Budget above $53,000. Project will be completed this year. Many thanks to David Sanders, Raya Lamars, and all donors. Few other significant projects of my club. 24 wheelchairs for wounded and disabled. Several Rotary clubs of North Carolina and Virginia, USA were involved in initiating this project. Container was delivered in July 24. Many thanks to the team from the USA who came to distribute these wheelchairs. Thanks to partners, Wheelchair Foundation, Drevlyani Charity, Rotary Club, Kyiv Sofia. Program of temporary modular housing for families who lost their homes. We initiated it in 2022 due to help of Rotarians from all over the world. 140 modules were already supplied and installed during 3 years. Districts and Rotary clubs from 14 countries were involved. Total value of installed houses exceeded $1.5 million. This program is an excellent example of what could be achieved when Rotarians unite efforts for a big task. Many thanks to all involved. Now we are looking for partners for the next step, to create a master plan to rebuild Moshun village back better than it was. Program of temporary modular medical centers. Based on our experience in Moshun, we have started another program with the same local partners. So far, 5 modules were delivered and installed. The whole program requires more than 50 of such modules in different regions of Ukraine. We are looking for more partners to continue. Gift a poem to a child. Idea is to provide a set of 2 books of poems for kids which are needed for Ukrainian moms who were displaced and especially those who are now abroad. Many thanks to donors, private persons, Rebecca Campbell, Rotary Club Guernsey from Great Britain, and District 2680 from Japan. We are grateful to volunteers involved in this project. Some highlights from my involvement in projects coordinated at the country level. I'm involved actively in coordination of projects with Great Britain and Ireland. Many thanks to Team Opportunity Team in Ukraine and ICCE GBRI in Ukraine. Special thanks to Janet Birtwhistle, Alan Smith, Cheryl Berry, James Onions. Special thanks to Robin Jovic from Rotary Kew Gardens. Our projects with German clubs and districts, I am actively communicating with the Task Force Ukraine and ICC Germany Ukraine. We are grateful to Armin Steiges and Fritz Honelein who lead coordination and help to Ukraine. I would like to highlight District 1950, where the RFC is Karola Swank. Mostly due efforts of Karla and this district, there were raised funds above 450,000 euro, for which 36 temporary modular houses were produced and installed in Moshun, as well as 2 temporary modular medical centers. I'm involved actively in communication with ICC Austria, Ukraine. We are grateful to Bernhard Schimburg, Walter Ebner, Alfred Kraus, Felix Spitzer. There were 2 major projects with Austria, sports camp and 3 trucks humanitarian aid in 2024. Rotary Sweden helped Ukraine team led by Eric Lundqvist coordinated 3 districts which united their efforts, and we together realized disaster grant. 3 modules of our temporary medical centers were produced and installed. Last September during the charity concert, another $25,000 were fundraised for further medical module. Many thanks to all Rotarians, clubs, and districts involved in mentioned and other projects. Again, all these examples show that when we unite our efforts, we could do really very significant and important projects to help people in Ukraine, to help to rebuild and recover Ukraine. I invite all of you to consider participation in our further projects focused on peace building in Ukraine. Slava Ukraini. Thank you.
Dear Rotary friends, dear Rotary family, my name is Bogdan Svidovy. I am the Rotary Foundation Committee Chair of our district. Our committee consists of experienced and qualified Rotarians who are true embodiment of the Rotary motto, service above self. We are actively working to overcome the consequences of Russian aggression that has been going in our country for 3 long years. I would like to remind you that the situation in Ukraine today is no better than a year or 2 years ago. It's worse, and it requires from us more efforts, more time, more health. Therefore, we still need the attention and help of Rotarians around the world. In this condition, you can help us most efficiently through the Global Grants Program. Let's create new humanitarian projects. For this purpose, we have 50 clubs certified to implement global grants. We also have a team of Rotary Foundation Committee that has all necessary knowledges and experience. Welcome to Ukraine. Welcome to participate in new effective projects under the Rotary Foundation Global Grant Program. Thank you for your attention. Slava Ukraini!
Dear Rotarian friends all over the world, it is my great honor to join you today in this incredible 24-hour Rotary Marathon. Sun never sets in Rotary, dedicated to celebrating the anniversary of our beloved organization. Rotary is more than just a community. It is a global movement that brings together passionate individuals who dedicate their time, resources, and hearts to make the world a better place. In times of war, crisis, and hardship, Rotary always been a beacon of hope and a force for positive change. As past district governor and ICC national coordinator in Ukraine, and as Rotarian, I have seen the impact of Rotary's work, especially in supporting those affected by war and disasters. The generosity and commitment of our partners, volunteers, supporters have been invaluable. On behalf of all those who have benefited from your kindness, I extend my deepest gratitude. A special focus on our efforts has been on helping children who have suffered the most in these challenging times. Many young lives have been deeply affected by conflict, displacement, and trauma, and it is our responsibility to provide them with hope, education, and safe environment. Through various Rotary initiatives, we have been able to offer psychological support, educational opportunities, and humanitarian aid to ensure a better future for these children. Rotary's magic is in its ability to turn compassion into action. Every act of kindness, every project, every helping hand contributes to a ripple effect of positive change. This is the true essence of Rotary, the magic that connects us across borders, cultures, and generations, making the impossible possible. The strength of Rotary lies in unity. When we came together, pulling our skills, ideas, we amplify our impact. Whether through local projects or global initiatives, it is our collective effort that drives real transformation. Together, we can overcome challenges and continue building a world where service and kindness prevail. However, our mission is far from over. The challenges we face today require us to be even more united and proactive. Through service project, humanitarian aid, and leadership development, we can continue to empower communities and inspire future generations of Rotarians. Thank you for your dedication, your passion, and your commitment to making a difference. Together, we open opportunities to create hope in the world with the magic of Rotary.
Dear Rotarian friends, 3 years have passed since Russia's full-scale and brutal invasion of Ukraine. The District 2232 WASH Committee started working practically from the first days of this invasion. Thanks to the help and cooperation of Rotarians from different countries, we have implemented many projects aimed at supplying Ukrainian people, mainly in our country's southern and eastern regions, with safe drinking water. We regularly supply people with solutions such as small family and community filters, water purifying tablets, and powders. Today, the total equivalent of their purifying capacity is approaching 2 billion liters of water. In addition, we provide Ukrainian regions with powerful stationary and mobile filtering units based on reverse osmosis technology. Disaster grants funded such projects in the Kherson and Mykolaiv regions of Ukraine, and another global grant for 3 more mobile units covering part of the Zaporizhia region is now in progress. These filtering units will work for years, supplying millions of liters of drinking water. Hundreds of thousands of children in Ukraine are exposed to regular air raids. They must seek the relative safety of underground bomb shelters, sometimes for long periods or even in some cases permanently, where drinking water is a real issue. We already have a global grant project in progress, provide drinking water fountains for school shelters, which will solve this problem for 67 schools. We have registered the second grant application for around 50 more units, but the need is great. We have over 900 requests from schools and are therefore looking for more support. Please reach out. All these projects have been implemented and are being implemented now due to the cooperation with Rotarians worldwide. Our sincere gratitude to our friends from districts 9999 New Zealand, 1200 Great Britain and Ireland, 2475 Greece, 2471 Colombia, 6840 USA, 7020 Bahamas, 5370 Canada, 1145 Great Britain and Ireland, and also to the task force of the German Council of District Governors, and personally to the many other Rotarians involved. Your support has given and continues to provide Ukrainian children and all Ukrainian people more confidence and hope in these difficult times. Thanks once more, all of you, dear brothers in Rotary.
Dear Rotarian friends, my name is Boris Bodnar from the Rotary Club of Ukraine Unity, based in Lviv, Ukraine, and member of District 2232 Ukraine. it's difficult to single out anybody in particular in Rotary for special thanks, because so much has been done by so many people to help the humanitarian crisis created in Ukraine as a result of the invasion of our country by the Russian Federation 3 years ago. However, I'd like to offer a specific thanks to those groups of people who have got together, pooled their resources, brainstormed ideas, and come up with some excellent solutions to providing some relief to those people in Ukraine suffering as a result of this terrible war. Special thanks go to the task force created by Rotary Great Britain and Ireland, who since the beginning of the war has worked with us, myself and some of my colleagues in Ukraine, to first of all look after Ukrainian refugees who have ended up in Great Britain and Ireland as a result of the war, find local support for them, connect them with the Ukrainian, the communities living around Great Britain and Ireland, and provide some temporary, at least, relief for them while they're in that country. Also, Great Britain and Ireland have done a lot of work to source supplies for Ukraine, help us to organize transport logistics to get supplies into Ukraine, particularly some of my club members who are in Great Britain and Ireland and other connections who have been able to figure out ways to help and continue to do so proactively. Special thanks also go to the leaders of the Ukraine Task Force in Great Britain and Ireland, Janine Birtwistle, Alan Smith, and Cheryl Booth in particular. Cheryl, who has done an amazing job with a project called Friendship Boxes, whereby children in Great Britain and Ireland have collected special and very necessary goods for children in Ukraine, put them in boxes and sent them over to Ukraine via our logistics solutions. And we've, in Ukraine, been able to distribute them to Ukrainian children who have been incredibly grateful to receive those boxes and have written thanks, painted pictures, and we've sent them back to Great Britain and Ireland to share with the children who sent the boxes over. Again, a great call out of thanks to the Council of German District Governors and especially the group that was created by them at the beginning of the war, the Task Force for Ukraine, which is managed by a good friend of ours, Armin Steigers, together with the ICC German chair, Fritz Hornerlein, who has worked, both of them have worked incessantly with me and my colleagues in Ukraine, myself as the chair of the ICC on the Ukrainian side with Germany, and organized Rotarians in Germany to focus on specific areas of need like generators, medical supplies, and lots of other requirements that Ukraine has, and also has continued to provide support for global grant projects for long-term requirements in Ukraine. So great thanks to those Rotarians who are dedicated to continuing to support Ukraine, and everybody else in Rotary in the world who continues to understand that Ukraine has special needs during this difficult time. And together, the more we work together, the closer we will get to our desired goal of victory, which will then provide a hope for peace in Ukraine and the rest of the world. Thank you all very much. Slava Ukraini.
Dear friends, dear Rotarians, 120 years ago, Rotary was born with the word service above self. And for over a century, Rotary has not only spoken these words, it has lived them, proved them, and turned them into action. Over the past 3 years of brutal war, Ukraine has felt the true power of this motto on the fate of our country, on the lives of our people. Rotary's unwavering support has been a lifeline, and this support continues because the war is not over. And now, as we fight not only for survival, but for the very soul of our nation, I stand before you to speak about something essential: our cultural heritage, the richness of Ukrainian culture, the uniqueness of our art, and its profound influence in the world. My speech is about the power of the cultural diplomacy, about the importance of people's diplomacy spoken in the universal language of art, because the art is the language of the planet. Under this very motto, in August 2024, the Rotary Academy of Ukrainian Culture and Art was established in Ukraine, becoming part of the Global Confederation to Rotary Academies CONMAR. I sincerely thank my international college, the Academicians and Confederation, and above all its president, Gerald Lelete, for giving Ukraine the opportunity to have a voice of this new international Rotary stage of cultural diplomacy. I have been given the great honor and responsibility of bringing together and leading of first founding members of RAU. Today, our Academy united 33 academicians, each a unique figure in the world of Ukrainian culture and the art. Each of us is an independence leader and creator of cultural projects with a long history of success. But what unites us all is a shared mission, the protection of Ukrainian culture and its identity. And today, my speech is about the urgent needs to safeguard Ukrainian culture, not as a luxury, but as a necessity. It is about defending the dignity and horror of Ukraine and with it the future of our civilization. In just 6 months, we have launched exhibitions, concerts, and festivals across Germany, Austria, Netherlands, Denmark, UK, Spain, and Cyprus, each a step in decolonizing Ukrainian art and strengthening cultural diplomacy. Today, we open a Ukrainian photography exhibition at the Thyssen-Bornemisza National Museum in Madrid with the support of Embassy of Ukraine in Spain. This exhibition is dedicated at the 30th anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, a tragic day that changed the course of our history. I invite everyone who can to visit and support this event of our Academy. We take great pride in the fact that through cultural event on the global stage, we are creating a platform for serious international diplomatic meeting and at securing comprehensive support for Ukraine in its fight against the aggressor. Another equally important focus of our Academy is art therapy, the most effective method of restoring mental health in the face of prolonged and brutal war. Happy birthday, Rotary International. Happy birthday, dear Rotarians.
Hello, dear friends. My name is Rost Lukacs. I'm from Kiev, Ukraine. I'm past president and now I'm executive director of my Rotary Club of Kiev Capital. And I would like to, first of all, to thank all of you who were supported to Ukraine, to our people in this challenging period. I would like to share with you some slides, photos from this period that will be interesting. I was president 6 years ago, and here you see my club members in 2019. Now we have 30 business people, 13. We have 8 NGO leaders. We have 4 lawyers, 3 authorities, included 2 deputy mayors. We have 3 engineers, 2 doctors, 2 artists, and 2 of our club members are now defending our country. All our life we were focused on helping children with special needs. You know that we have a lot of families who have been fleeing from their home places, and they are refugees in the country. So we are trying to make people more happy, challenging this war of action. We also started the interesting program in the center of Kiev. We repaired the old Soviet-style square, and now it's a Rotary Square of Friendship and Peace. 3 years ago, when Ukraine became the shield of Europe, we started to help with all our district Rotary clubs. We help our country. We help people with medicine and food in pre-front area. When Russians were kicked off from Kiev Oblast and Chernihiv region, from others, we started to help kindergartens and schools and medicine hospitals with repairment. Multi-kids families, 17 families received the new modern houses from Rotary Foundation with our support. And we continue our helping to hospitals and children and kindergartens and schools. And we are very grateful to our Sweden, Canadian, American, worldwide, Australian friends, Germany, Ireland, British friends who supported to our country in this horrible, challenging period. Please welcome to our Facebook page. You are very welcome to be with us. We are happy to invite you to our country to visit these nice places, to be with us with our servicing. We provided also global grants. Here you see many information. You're welcome to our Facebook page, Rotary Kiev Capital. Welcome.
120 years of Rotary, it's 120 years success and achievements, sustainable development and positive changes in the world. During the 3 years of war in Ukraine, Rotary provided significant support to the Ukrainian people. In addition to humanitarian aid, Rotary supports educational programs and child development programs in Ukraine. Thanks to Rotary, we have the opportunity to implement education and literacy projects. And this is especially important now, during a long war, to implement sustainable development projects for the school. Now, more than ever before, education and literacy are particularly important for Ukraine. And understanding the importance of education for children, especially in primary school, Rotary Club Dnipro-Novy organized many projects that had a significant impact throughout the Dnipropetrovsk region, and especially in schools that suffered from destruction during war, were located near military operations. The war has worsened the level of education, deepened educational inequality, lowered academic performance, and worsened the psychological state of children. Children are forced to have a break of education and transition to distance of mixed form of education. Error rates are large and forward gauges. The assumption of access to education is one of the important priorities for the state. And for us, now an important task is to support children, to give them opportunity to continue necessary education. Thanks to all of us partners who provided significant support in this direction. All the funds and organizations that send targeted assistance to support education. Together, we are stronger. Thanks all of each of you.
Millions of Ukraine's children have had to flee their homes since the war began.
The war in Ukraine has provoked a lot of psychological suffering in children and adults. Our team realized that we needed a project that would help children survive the war and the death of their parents. The project has several areas of activity: At the beginning of the project, there were about 500 participants. In almost 2 years, this number has doubled. Currently, more than 1,000 children receive regular assistance. We have provided dental and pediatric care to more than 30 children and professional psychological assistance to 150 children of the project. We provided children with the necessary gadgets, namely 100 laptops and 20 tablets, and conducted master classes in public speaking, music lessons, drawing, beading, creating ragdolls, etc. Legal assistance and counseling for families, explanation of family rights and the state's obligations to provide benefits to this category. We improve the mental health of the mothers of the children of heroes. Many mothers have already created friendships and communicate separately from the project activities. As of January 2025, 50 meetings have already been held. They visited the zoo, dolphinarium, cinemas, bowling, climbing wall, roller drome. Recreational camps were organized for 200 children in Western Ukraine and Europe. How does the happy day for Children of Heroes unfold? Let's take a look. Here, kids develop their creative skills, crafting real masterpieces. They try out new professions, exploring the world of the future. They knock down pins and score strikes in bowling. They dive into the world of virtual reality, where anything is possible. Non-stop fun on trampolines, jumping into a world of joy. Then, they become the stars of a virtual movie, just like in a real blockbuster. They visit exciting exhibitions, discovering new wonders. After all the adventures, it's time for a delicious lunch to recharge. And of course, a cool movie screening enjoyed with friends. To top it all off, amazing gifts. And most importantly, incredible emotions that will stay in their hearts forever. The project is scaling up, becoming district-wide, and is already operating in many cities of Ukraine. Regional teams are already operating in cities such as Dnipro, Zaporizhzhia, Kolomia, Uzhhorod, Lviv, and Odessa. Our European partners have been providing comprehensive support for the project's development. And thanks to them, Children of Heroes is known in Poland, Lithuania, Austria, Canada, Switzerland, Belgium, England, Italy, Spain, the United States, Hungary, Slovakia, Norway, and Germany. We are very grateful to all the project's friends and invite you to join the support of the Rotary Children of Heroes project.
The idea of creation of our Rotary Club came to us in the summer of 2024. On our first meeting, Vinnytsa's Rotarians came and discussed problems which we have now in our society and made solutions with social, medical and other programs and projects to be realized in Vinnytsa region and what we are creating our Rotary Club for. We also took part in the online meetings with our friends from Germany and from Lithuania, where we discussed all the topics and made new friendly connections as Rotarians. Our club supports children from families of fallen or missing defenders. We are sending children to the Polish resort of Zakopane for a 3-week vacation. Also, we are organizing and holding a St. Nicholas Day celebration with a bread baking masterclass and science and entertainment show.
Medicine has been and remains a priority of our activities. We understand how important it is to help both frontline hospitals and those hospitals located here in the peaceful territory of Ukraine. Therefore, today our club has established very close cooperation with the German charitable foundation Action Media. This is one of the largest charitable foundations involved in medicine worldwide. This is a foundation that has been operating since 1964 in the hottest spots of this world. For such fruitful cooperation, last year alone we transferred charitable aid worth over $5 million to hospitals in Vinnytsa, Dnipro, Zaporizhzhia, Mykolaiv, Odessa. Only the last such pre-New Year shipment was very important for all of us, because these were special vac systems that help heal the wounds of our wounded SAND employees. Blood donation is a project that we have always considered a priority. Almost every member of the Rotary in Vinica is a blood donor today, personally donating blood every quarter. But we know how important it is to collect this blood donation not only in the city of Vinica, but throughout the Vinica region. This is a coverage radius of more than 150 kilometers when it is necessary to collect blood from remote settlements of Vinica region. Together with the Rotarians of Munster, Germany, we are very grateful for them. At the end of 2024, a minibus was purchased, which allows us to take doctors from Vinica, take the necessary instruments, and go collect blood throughout the Vinica region. Over the past month, this minibus made 10 trips to the districts of the Vinica region, collecting 500 tons of blood that was donated. Two more important areas of work of the Rotary Club Vinica initiative are assistance to internally displaced families who moved from Donetsk and Luhansk regions, and large families. Since the beginning of the full-scale operations in 2022, our Rotary Club has begun taking care of families who brought over 100 children with them. These are 16 large families from the Donetsk and Luhansk regions, whom we met here and helped them with accommodation, helped them with medical care, food products and hygiene products. Today they are already fully fledged Vinica residents living in this area. We do not forget these families, we visit them every month. We have even helped one family purchase a house, improve this house and expand the opportunities for accommodating such children.
Nowadays, we have strong connections with Rotary clubs of Ukraine, and we continue to establish new connections, but as well we have a lot of connections all around the world which help us to realize new projects to help our country. One of our future projects which are discussed now is the project of creation a training center for Ukrainian rescues.
My name's Craig. I stood on an anti-personnel mine nearly 3 months ago. The medical care I've received here has been awesome. Everybody's always really happy to help. And that continues through to now. And I'm still doing physio with Physio Aid. And the guys there, they're absolutely awesome. They always greet me with a smile on their face, makes me feel positive. And I can feel the strength in my legs coming back. We've been working on balance and strength. So these things together I've already seen in 4 weeks. I've seen a huge improvement, and also the music absolutely rocks at Physio Aid. So thank you guys, like really, thank you. It's been incredible, and I look forward to getting back to the front line with your help very soon.
This is the gingerbread dough. And this is our interact. This is us too, at the planning stage of a project that would warm everybody's hearts. Children for Children, a heartfelt initiative where young hearts and kind supporters come together to spread joy and hope to those who need it most. The gingerbread cookies we baked were extra special. We used a family recipe passed down through generations, filled with tradition, care and love. This recipe represents the bonds that connect us across time. Our project began with the amazing support of our interactors. From rolling out the dough to adding the finishing touches, our interactors played an important role in bringing this project to life. It was a collaboration of tradition, creativity, and kindness. We delivered these special gingerbread cookies to a local hospital, where we shared them with the children battling cancer. They had an opportunity to paint their own gingerbread cookie with a sweet glaze. The smiles on their faces were priceless. Our workshop became a shared experience of creativity and connection. With the support of our interactors and the magic of our teamwork, everyone had the chance to create something beautiful and meaningful. Music is the universal language of hope. Together we sang a song which is called The Rhythm of Heart.
It's my homeland sky, so true is the philosopher and terrible we start for plus our race, we're looking for a month to be a stress, so both survive, get this and such competitive. Mellow side, where you know balance, so why don't you start the wine? I should lots of things are hurt, as fair and time is out, where you know about gosh, you know this, it's like the kids of real memory, my heart, my homeland.
Thank you for believing in the power of young hearts and generous supporters. Your help allows us to continue spreading hope to those who need it most. Let's create magic with the help of Rotary.
War has changed the lives of Ukrainians. Thousands of defenders and civilians have lost limbs due to injuries. Matri Druk is a project by Rotary Club Ternopil City, harnessing 3D technologies to create orthoses, personalized covers for functional leg protheses, and adjustable socket liners. Our goal is not just to restore mobility, but to help people regain their confidence and identity. But we cannot do this alone. You can be a part of this project. Join Matri Druk. Together, we turn the impossible into reality.
The new patient mannequin is a male. It is on such mannequins that NATO military medics refine their skills in treating combat injuries. It has a circulatory system, making the provision of aid during gunshot wounds or limb amputations as realistic as possible. According to a set algorithm, the patient begins to lose blood, and the student must perform a temporary tourniquet to stop the bleeding within a specified time. In addition, these mannequins allow students to practice using a defibrillator. The students perform all procedures themselves, but under the supervision of instructors. The patient's condition is monitored using special screens. There are 2 of them. One monitor is designed for students or trainees. The other is an instructor's monitor, where preloaded scenarios are stored. These include emergency therapeutic conditions and scenarios simulating surgical bleeding, military trauma, or injuries sustained in various disasters or civilian life. The scenarios and cases are regularly changed to ensure students can practice as many different situations as possible. Up to 4 future medics can work on one mannequin simultaneously. Currently, this practical training is available to final year students. Simulation-based learning helps develop competencies. It is a vital bridge between theoretical education and real-life medical practice. It can be confidently stated that this is the mainstream approach to medical training. And it's not just for students studying to become doctors, it also applies to nurses training. The mannequin was purchased for the medical university in the United States. The funds were raised by benefactors, including members of Ukrainian and American Rotary clubs. In reality, this mannequin is very expensive. A new one costs $100,000.